Welcome back, Cigar Talk. I'm your host, Rob Jones. We got the super natural extraordinaire co-host of Cigar Talk, Brian Falconer. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You are too much with this.
It's like next week. Wait till you see what I got lined up next week.
I'm gonna walk out.
I got dancing little people. They're coming over doing the YMCA for you.
I'm done. It's your show from now on, Larry. Come on, get your seat, man. I didn't know where in the hell you. Yeah. All of that for what?
You
for Ed McMahon.
That's right. Hey, so anyway, how's your week been, bro?
Man, it's been beautiful.
Yeah, you've been house searching?
Yes, and we found one.
Found one. Dude, isn't that just like relief? Now you got to stress about getting it done because that is not a fun process.
But it's the VA, so it's automatic. It's guaranteed.
I don't care. I don't care.
I hear what you're saying, but me,
paperwork and me,
the stress was
don't get along.
Finding the damn place because I got to please my wife.
Oh yeah.
And there were things I was like, yeah, I like this.
See, that's the difference between you and me.
Yeah, right.
When we bought this house, my wife found it and she woke me up and was like, "I found the house that I know you want." And I was like, "Let me see." And she showed it to me. I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I can understand that, but I had to find what she wanted, and when she said yeah, I was like, "That's it," because I like it too.
Nice,
I like it too. So we're good, man.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you, bro. So
let's talk about what we are smoking.
I am smoking.
You're smoking the taco. What is that?
The Rojas Street Taco. Barbacoa.
You like those, Sean?
One of the best cigars out there.
You know what? I smoked it. I didn't care for it. But I said somebody tainted my opinion of it.
Yeah.
So I am gonna re-smoke it and try again.
He listened to the master.
Well, no, I didn't listen. It was just that the person that gave it to me like salts my.
So
you
listened.
My inner.
You allowed it to go into your head.
Not about the cigar.
No,
just the person's face. Makes me like go into a shell and I want to like hop out.
It could have been
as a those Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been a 5 year ago Cabinet 6 that you loved and he said something you'd be like, man, fuck it,
I don't like that no more. Well, there you
wait
broke
a minute,
the
I just broke the
PG-13
PG-13
right out the gate.
Wow.
Right out the gate.
Wow.
I mean, at least when I do it, at least people are like ready. So look, Sean's going to make me smoke one of these. So if you guys don't know Sean O'Connor, he's on Instagram.
Yes.
And his name is the Dancing Dolphin. No, I'm just kidding. His name is, what is it? Sean Cigar Life?
Yes.
Sean's Cigar Life. Make sure you open up your Instagram and follow him right now.
Because you will get educated.
Dude, he educates us.
Tell the truth.
I mean, and if you want to talk about cigars, he got it.
Bourbon?
You want to talk about bourbon? He's got it.
Dude,
wine, he's got
The
it.
dude walks around with
Cocaine? No,
he
just
walks
joking,
around
just
with
joking.
a full bar.
Right. And his own glass.
In his own glass.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't need you. I don't need you.
When we first met, we met in a patio at a hotel. And I was like, I'm going to go in and see if we can get some glasses. And he was like, I got glasses. I was just like, what the fuck?
There it is.
So, yeah, but
really out the window now.
Dude, Sean, go follow him.
Yes.
Sean Cigar Life.
Yes,
You'll
sir.
see some badass cigars. He's all over the place. He likes boutiques, limited editions.
Yes.
And we have a treat for you tonight because we're going to talk about are limited edition cigars worth all the hype? And the thing about it is, I don't know.
Because we don't smoke
I don't
that
smoke
many.
a lot of limited editions, but Sean is literally an expert on limited editions.
He is the
dude
limited
is all
edition.
over the place, and so I can't wait to talk to him to get his thoughts on it.
Yes, sir.
What do you think? Just gut feeling. Do you think that limited editions are worth the hype?
I'd say 60-40.
60-40, really. See, I don't even have enough to judge. You know what I mean? Because also, though, here's my thing. Some cigar companies say they're releasing limited editions.
It's a lie.
What was that? Avo?
Yeah.
And it was the same freaking cigar that
with
they
a different
already
band.
sold.
They said
So-
limited edition on it. Yeah, nah.
So that's what I mean. I haven't had enough experience to make a judgment call.
They're educated.
An educated guess.
Yeah, because you're from Lubbock.
Educated.
There you go. Nah, that's Lubbock right there. Educated. Oh, that's that Witherspoon.
Here, let me show everybody what we're drinking here. This is a Texas whiskey, and Sean brought that. It's Witherspoon whiskey. Nice. Very.
It
You say
is.
that's a port finish or a sherry finish? Port finish.
Yes.
I've never had that. Never heard of it really.
Me neither, but I'm enjoying
But I'm drinking it. And then we're going to get to another bottle that Sean brought down. And you know how I like my Eagles.
Rare.
Well, that used to be the case, but now I like them coming out of a single barrel.
Rare.
Boom. Yeah, it is rare. So anyway,
love it, man.
we got a great show lined up for you. And don't let me forget to tell you, I'm smoking. This is not the episode we start, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a peek. What I'm smoking tonight is a pre-release cigar from Habanero Cigars.
Habanero?
And the thing about it is, starting next week,
Talk to me.
they're officially sponsors of the show.
Hit it.
Yeah. So anyway, we are so excited. You know how much I've been bragging and loving on Habanero Cigars.
Both of us.
And so I am so excited to go down that road. It's like now we're like cruising. You know what I mean? we got Viva La Vida over here. We got Macaulay over here. We got Habanero over here. And then we got the Leaf and Case Elegance. It's like
we're walking that
it's
walk.
a pleasure
now.
cruise.
We're walking that walk now, bro.
I mean, and the only thing that would top that
Talk to
for
me.
anybody
Talk to
else,
me. Talk to
but
me.
we got, and that is the super duper extraordinaire co-host of Cigar Talk.
Man, here you go with that again. I'm done.
You're not ever done.
I'm done.
So anyway, that's what I'm smoking tonight is a Habanero, and it is a pre-release.
pre-release.
So I just lit it up. I can't say anything about it other than the draw is spot on.
Hear you.
And I love that. And I'm drinking the Weatherspoon like you. Is that what you're drinking?
Yes,
too?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then
sir.
we'll line up and see what we come up with next. So anyway, let's jump right into our sponsors. We have Viva La Vida, Club 500, Jester, Diademas. I mean, the list and don't forget the torpedo. And if you go through Luxury Cigar Club, you can get the Lancero.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever had the Lancero? I hear it's phenomenal. I don't really jump on them, but that's my thing. Then we have Macaulay. I mean, dude, and you know what was cool? We had a herf last night. You weren't there. You know who was there?
Who?
Old Dan Thompson.
For real?
Came on, hung out with us.
Dan sent me a message.
What'd he say?
He said, thank you for keeping Rob on point, man. He said, keep doing what you're doing. I was like, it's hard. It's hard.
You want to hear the funny part?
What?
I sent him a message and said, send some encouragement to Bryant. He needs it.
You're lying.
Okay, I am.
We know. You don't say. There's nothing sentimental about you, bro. when you come up with sentimental topics, folks are like, yeah, right.
Nope.
That's not Robbie, as we would say.
Hey, yeah. Well, all of a sudden on Discord, it's Robbie.
Yeah, you put it out there.
I said I was called that as a kid.
And you know the people that are in our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to let that go. That's your name from now on.
No, I don't care.
We know you don't care.
Yeah.
So you say.
I think it's funny.
That's the problem.
I haven't been called that in probably
30 years, 40 years.
40 something years. Yeah.
And here it comes back.
Right. So,
Full circle, baby. The circle of life.
right.
Robbie.
So anyway, Macaulay, 4 to 42. A line
No,
of,
you said it wrong. You said it wrong.
go ahead.
4
Foe
to 42.
to 42.
Thank you.
And 17 different cigars in a line. They have a blend for everyone.
Everyone.
I've got my favorites. You've got your favorites. And also, you can become a Macaulay ambassador. Look down the show notes. There's a link. Click on it. You can go over there and become an ambassador and get your own challenge coin with your own number on it. So make sure you check them out. And then we also have Case Elegance. Dude, I am so freaking excited about the new humidor you have not seen yet.
Yeah,
It's awesome. Now, they also just came out with a leather travel case that looks kind of like my leather bag.
Your man tote?
And yes, my man bag.
It's a tote, bro.
and then hold on, they also have one that's done in like tactical for like, you know what tactical looks like.
Yeah, I'm tactical, so I love that.
You are not tactical.
Oh, bro, I've been tactical since the Army. I was a cop. I was in 3 tactical teams. I'm tactical.
But now you're a Muppet.
Not happening. Nobody sticking their hand anywhere near there. Ain't happening, Captain. Ain't happening, Captain. I'm sorry.
Come on, Jay. Get out from underneath that.
No. Even as nice as Jay is, not happening. Not happening.
So, Case Elegance, if you need a humidor, a watch case,
a man tote,
a man bag that looks badass.
It does, man.
I mean, dude, I was thinking about it today, and I was thinking about what I was going to say about that man bag, and then I decided if I said what I wanted to say, they probably wouldn't keep sponsoring us.
Because we know where your mind goes.
I was like, dude, you know what you could carry in that bag?
No. Please don't say it. Please don't say it.
First, I was thinking clothes, and then bottles of bourbon. And then I just kept going. Yeah,
Stop.
I did. But I was like, dude, how cool would that be? You walk in with a badass bag like that.
And then the TSA inspects it and you get arrested.
But I look good.
You look good. Going to jail.
So check out the link down below. And if you use the code Cigar Talk Coin, you'll get a challenge coin. Actually, I have one right here.
Yes,
I was going to show that.
There it is.
You see that right there? Boom.
Flip it over.
And then flip it over.
Boom.
And so that's a limited edition.
Yes.
They're not going to be here much longer.
Yes.
But if you use Cigar Talk Coin, you'll get that in your order.
You'll be one of those few.
That's right.
Yes,
and then
sir.
we've got the Leaf.
What can we not
1166 North 2nd, Abilene, Texas.
Wasn't
If you're
11
within 50 miles, it's worth the stop.
Yeah, that's true. You telling the truth with that.
I mean,
it's worth it.
And in my personal advice to you, if you've never been to the Leaf, set aside a couple of hours.
Yeah, because you're not going to want to leave. Yeah,
you're not going to want to leave.
Yeah, you're going to want those 2 hours.
If you plan 30 minutes, it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, it's not. You're going to look up and be like, oh.
Right. And if you only plan an hour, at an hour, you're going to be like, dang, I don't want to go, but my wife knows, and then you got to leave. But if you plan for being there for 2 hours and then you want to leave after an hour, you're good.
Yeah.
But if you didn't plan long enough, you're
going to be
screwed.
upset.
Yeah.
You are.
And then if you want to order cigars, Jay has a phone number down in the show notes. Call them up. They'll fix you up. They send everything out ASAP, usually the same day you order.
With Boveda
and then they
packs.
also put Boveda packs in it.
Yes.
So, it's a home run.
Oh, yes.
So anyway, we haven't done this in 5 episodes because we did the must try 100s.
Yeah, because
and so right. But now we're back to the pick 6. I want to do your 3, my 3, and see, what we've been smoking, because I've been smoking a ton of different things.
I was blessed. The gentleman is here that blessed me, and my 3 were 3 of the most fantastic sticks I smoked in the last month.
Okay.
First one, I'm starting off with the Don Durham.
I have not smoked that.
Bruh. Chocolatey, earthy, leathery. I'm just like, this stick is amazing, man. And he only sent one. And I was like, it's one of those where you want to cut it in half so you can have the second half later on. Because she's like,
oh, you mean, I thought you meant long
No,
ways.
cut it in half. Like, I got to save this, but you can't because it was that good, man. And I was like, bruh, I thanked him for that. I truly thank him for that. And then my next few, he's turned into a real producer. You hear Larry?
What'd he say?
Get in the mic, in the mic, in the mic. I can't hear you in the mic. I love it, man.
Pull it down just a little bit.
That's where I had it, and you said no.
No, pull it down a little bit. You started slouching.
Who slouched?
You. There you go.
Never
Perfect.
slouched. Rocky Patel,
Boo.
number 6.
I mean, awesome. Awesome. Nice.
Did you hear him?
I didn't know you were going number 6. I just heard rock.
See? And then
Go ahead.
And then the last one was an Armada Man of War.
Nice.
That brother blessed me.
Nice.
Those 3 sticks that were worth the entire month.
Wow.
They were. I'm talking about different palate tastes, different medium to medium bold, and then just flavors. That ride, man. That ride. And it's like, I can't believe this, man. That Don Durham blew my mind, though. I was like, I don't know where he got this from, but I got to get in contact.
I still got mine. So is it a medium or is it?
Medium to full.
Is it?
Well, to me it was.
Okay.
You were Superman at one time, so your Clark Kent persona is new.
Now I'm old.
You the old Logan now. You ain't the Wolverine no more. But I'm talking about a ride, brother. You're gonna enjoy. I pray you enjoy it because we know we have different palates, but I pray you enjoy it.
You know what? Most everything I've smoked from Saka, I'm a fan of. So, well, good 3, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Good
sir.
3.
Yes, sir.
So, I'm going to start with one that I had, I guess it was this morning.
You say you guess.
But I'm going to tell you this. I don't even know the name of it. What was the cigar I smoked? And it's a Lancero. You know I'm not huge on Lancero.
Hold up.
Yeah.
It was 100 degrees. Open the door, Sean. Is it snowing?
Hey,
is it snowing?
What was the name of that? Esther Miranda. Nestor Miranda. It's the smoke-in connoisseur.
Wow.
And, dude, let me tell you what. You know.
I know you're not a Lancero.
And you know the cool thing is, you know, a lot of Lanceros are like 38.
Yeah.
This was a 40 ring gauge.
So it's a little bit
bigger.
Uh-huh.
And the draw was perfect from the light all the way up. You know, usually it gets better as you go. Yeah, that's it right there.
Oh, I got 2 of these.
Yeah, you do. You're
So I'll find out.
going to be very happy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that surprised me.
Okay.
I love a cigar that surprised me because when someone hands me a Lancero,
Yeah, you already go
my
there.
meter already starts going.
You go from Lubbock to Midland.
Yeah, and then I lit it up and I was like,
Uh-oh.
hey, and I'll tell you what, Bill Cullen was at the shop today. You missed out on a great time.
Yeah, I did.
I know you were house
Yeah.
hunting, but we had a great time. But Bill was there and he smoked one, and Bill leaned over to me and said, "This is what a cigar should be."
See, when
Boom.
you get Bill the pipe man to talk about a cigar, it's bad. It's a bad stick, man.
Yeah.
Ah.
So that you should be smoking that in the very near future.
I'm smoking on the after show.
We got so many things to smoke. You're gonna have to rein it back.
No, the blessing is he gave me mine.
I know, but I got mine too.
But no, he gave me
you
mine.
mean you got your
Yes.
sticks. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, thank you. Everybody knew what I was talking about when I first started talking. You had to catch it, you know, that little bucket, and he had to reach back and grab it. Oh, he got his. Yes. Instead of you getting them, and I may have found out about it.
Well, this is another one I've been hot and heavy on,
What's that?
and it was on the must tries. It's the Tatuaje Fausto. 6x48.
Talk
Dude,
about the ride. Tell me about the
that-
ride. Tell me about the
dude.
ride.
First of all, the toast smells amazing.
Okay.
Then the construction, the draw is perfect. And that 48 ring gauge just has something, you know, I like a 46,
Yeah.
but you bump it up a little bit, but not to
too
a
much.
50.
Yeah.
And it was burned, the oily wrapper sheened. I mean, it was just amazing.
You just sitting there staring.
And
at
it was,
like, what
and,
is
and
this?
it was a full body cigar, a nice ride.
When did you smoke that?
What is today? Saturday,
Yeah.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah. I was going to actually save it for you.
You noticed the preface before. I was actually going to save it for you, but
Hey, little Rob on this shoulder was like, fuck him.
as usual,
The one
he
over here
wins
was
out.
like, no, Brian.
No, little Rob wins out every time.
This ain't even little Rob.
No, that's
This is
Robbie.
David.
No, that's Robbie over there. That's Rob over there. Oh man, but hopefully I'll find out one day.
Yeah, you will. You will. Because we're going to have to get some.
Yeah,
We're going to have to get some of those.
Yeah.
And then my
That's
last.
your fourth.
What? What'd you say?
I think that's your fourth. You finna say?
No, that's my. You talking about the Fausto?
No, the one you getting ready to say now.
I've only done two.
Oh, he's only done two.
Yeah,
Okay.
you named the third one that I've given.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you ain't paying attention.
Oh, I'm paying attention.
No.
I'm trying to make. Take the what? Oh, no, he gave me this full ass bottle of bamboo.
Dude,
Talking about finish
you
this
know,
now.
I-
It's a full bottle.
I can't drink that bamboo. I just can't. It's too sweet.
This
I
one.
tried. Yeah, both
Okay.
of them. I tried it, and it's just too sweet for me. But I tried it.
You just an asshole.
I gave it back to you so you could
Oh,
drink
thank
it.
you. But see, here's my mindset now. Is this really bamboo in here? It might be Mad Dog.
hey. It's definitely bum.
See.
And it said boo.
He said boo. It popped out boo.
Yeah. So anyway, my third one is the 1964 anniversary Maduro. Great smoke.
Yeah.
At that price point, even $22, boom, it's awesome.
Yeah, you got a great list too, bro.
Well, I mean, dude, I've been all over the place this week. Yeah. I mean, just smoking all different things, and it's been fun.
Okay.
Don't you have fun when you do that?
Because you take that trip. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's moments when you want the stays. You know, the mainstays, the ones that you know exactly what you're going to get. But then you want these trips where you're like, okay, I want something that's this, and this. And when you find it, you're like, well, I'll be damned.
Let me tell you something. For me, and I'm sure you're similar, but I was talking to John Lane last night, and you know, he's a truck driver.
Yeah.
And so he smokes about 7 sticks a night or a day.
In the truck?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Well, I mean, in a day.
Can he see out the windshield?
Cheech and Chong.
For real.
But we were talking, and when he goes, he doesn't just take 7 cigars. He takes like 15.
Yeah, so he
And someone was like, why? And I was like, because you still want a choice.
Yes, you got to have a choice.
You don't want to get to the last stick and be like, well, that's what I got to smoke because I kept putting that one off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you only got 7, you're going to rank them in your mind. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to do this one last because that's my least favorite.
Yeah.
And then when you get to it, you're like, ugh. But if
when
you
do
got
I get home?
6 other sticks to choose from,
You got
it's
a
like,
choice.
boom.
You got a choice.
Yeah. And I'm the same way.
I went to Bandera for that week, and I took 30 sticks with me.
Nice.
I came back with 15.
That's perfect.
I enjoyed myself.
That is
man.
perfect.
I enjoyed myself. I really did.
Awesome.
How's that doing for you?
Good, man. It's getting a little overheated because I hot boxed it for a minute. Because you know I'm wound up tonight.
Yeah, we noticed. We pulled up on the street, and I immediately heard cat scratch fever on the street. Now you all know it's about 50 yards back here to the shed. I'm like, this dude is blazing this. And then Larry got out the truck and he just started shaking his head. He was like,
hey, and when Larry opened the gate, I was standing on the porch playing the air guitar.
that's even worse. You were, as they say, in rare form, right? You were in rare form, but it was so loud. Then we get in there. He didn't shut it. He didn't turn it down. He kept it at that level. And me and Larry are yelling at each other 2 feet away. I'm like, is he going to shut it down?
No.
And then all of a sudden he say, Alexa, shut up. And Sean was like, thank you. Thank you. I can finally hear now.
You know, I like it loud.
We know. The neighbors know.
The neighbors.
The police department
The funny
knows.
thing is, I went in the house.
And you still heard it.
No, I could actually feel the floor a little bump on the bass.
Dude, get out the 80s, man.
No.
Get out the 80s. He rocking the whole neighborhood, and it's just him. It's just him. You got a dude next door at the house. He's next door. He working on the house. He out there dancing. I'm like, I can see why. I heard you coming up to the house, man. What level did you have it on?
Probably like 6.
And you go up to what?
12.
I'm done. I'm done. I'll leave it alone. I'm done.
I've only put it on 12 like a couple of times.
And they heard it downtown.
Well, I don't know where they heard it, but I get a little nervous that something's going to happen.
Their screens were fuzzing out. What's this electrical, this radio disturbance is, Rob?
Yeah. You know, my wife has called the cops on me before.
Your wife has called the cops? She thought it was somebody else?
Yes.
She been in this 26 years, and she actually thought it was somebody else.
She come out here, jerked the door open, and was like, I called the police. And I was like, for what? And she was like, I thought this music was coming from somebody else's house. So we shut it down. The cops showed up. And, you know, I was like, I don't know who it was. It was coming from over there.
And she doesn't call the police anymore.
Now she calls me. Is that you?
Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn it off. Yeah. No, turn it off. It's 11 o'clock at night. Turn it off.
I've left here 1 o'clock, and Larry can attest to it. Jay can attest to it. Your son definitely can attest to it. We've left here at 1 o'clock at night, and you had the thing on 6. Because now that I know that's the level that you were playing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, people got to go to work tomorrow, man. It's Monday night.
Yeah, and I said, me too.
Yeah, and you still
I'm all about the Me Too movement.
when it depends.
It's about me.
Oh my God, I'm done.
Hey, so let's get Sean, big boy,
Yes, sir.
in here and find out if the hype is really about the hype. So we're going to do a little quick swap. We'll be right back after the break. Hey guys, we got Sean O'Connor with us, and we're going to be discussing whether or not limited editions are worth the hype. So welcome to the show, man. Thanks for taking the time to come hang out with us. Thank you for the bourbons and the cigars, and just you being here is really enough.
Well, last episode, I kind of heard the sadness in the two voices of you both. And then the guilt of my heart said, get your ass to Abilene.
Thank you. Because it's been a while.
It has, yeah.
And what's funny is because we've all dealt with COVID, it's like every time I get to hang out with somebody, it's like, it's been a while. You know what I mean? It's not like it was just 2 months ago. It's like 8 months to a year and a half on people I get back together with.
We talked about it today. What was it when I was here last? We were watching football. So that was a bit
Yeah, we actually watched the Cowboys and the Browns, didn't we?
Yeah, we sure did. Yeah.
So
let me tell you a little bit. You asked me to talk about this topic a little bit, and
tell us about some of the limited editions you've had.
Oh, well, so first off, let's start with choosing a limited edition. So first off, Half Wheel does a lot of reviews of limited editions. So I love Tatuaje, but their recent release, the T110, the first thing on Half Wheel was, this is the strongest release of Tatuaje cigars. And I thought, that's not one I want to smoke.
Because Tatuaje's pretty stout on a lot of sticks.
It is, but the most stout one, that's over my line.
Right.
So I think the first thing you want to do with these limited editions is do your research.
And I think that's good because a lot of limited editions are powerhouses, or at least the ones I've seen. And I mean, to be fair, that was Tatuaje and Roma Craft, so they're already known to be strong cigars.
True. And the second thing you want to look at is this something that's going to come out every year? So Steve Saka, I've smoked a lot of his limited editions, but what he has found is that he makes a great cigar. It's unbelievable. And then all year long, people bitch at him. When is that coming out again? And he's like, I wasn't planning on making it again. It was supposed to be a one-off. But they harass him. So now he does a limited release every year. So you have an opportunity to go back and get them. So the Don Derma that Mr. Brian talked about before comes out every year from the Secreto Cigar Bar.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and he's exclusive. It's shop only, exclusive to him only. And they're still currently available on the website. But this is a great story. The shipment got lost. So Saka lost estimated $300,000 worth of cigars.
No way.
3 crates left Nicaragua, 2 showed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what happened to the third crate? We still don't know?
There's probably some guys in some port that are enjoying the hell out of some cigars.
Wow.
Or, as a buddy of mine said, there's probably a little old guy in New York is going, hey, I got some cigars here, real cheap here.
I was thinking there was a ship with a bunch of drunken pirates.
Possibly.
You know what I mean?
Or they may have pushed it off the boat. Who knows? So
Right.
it just didn't show up. So here's how awesome Steve Saka is. He let everybody know this was happening, and he said for everybody who ordered Don Dermas, he was going to pull Chubby Unicorn, which is his private stash of unicorns, and give 1 per order to each person for waiting. And
Wow.
wait until now.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That is cool. That's how you do business.
And Steve supports the retailer because everybody's bitching at him. One of my damn Don Dermas, we already paid for them. We did a kind of a pre-release deal, and they were supposed to be here now. So Steve's like, I got to remake them. It's going to be December, November, January. I don't know. Hopefully the shipment arrives. It's like, so, but that's standing behind your retailer, having a good retailer who's a good partner, and making it synergy, right? Making that connection.
And
really
make it
well.
work with the consumers.
Exactly.
Because if you're the lounge, you're the middleman. And so you have two two big chores: getting cigars and making sure that your customers are getting the experience. And part of that experience is when I order cigars, I want them when they should get here. And then Saka throws in a unicorn. Dude, that's customer service.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, sometimes shit happens.
And, good information from Ronnie, who is the owner of Secreto Cigar Bar in Detroit. He's a one-shop owner. His business is currently closed due to COVID because it's a bar. So he is only selling, unfortunately, online or on Facebook because that's all he can do. He's got some of his regulars, but a lot of his business was the bar and people coming in and enjoying cigars while they were drinking. So he is struggling, but he's doing great customer service. He always takes care of you. When I've ordered for him, he's like Jay, Bovita Packs.
We should have him on the show.
Oh, he's a character. You'll love him. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to introduce me there because that sounds like a great story.
Yeah. So the next part of limited releases are monthly ones. And so the Bravada Club does a monthly release every month. And I found hit or misses on those. And again, it goes back to...
And are those all different brands?
All different brands. Sometimes they're unknown brands. Sometimes they're known brands. So the ones that I've enjoyed have been... Room 101 did a Kentucky Fried Chicken. And then a dead
I've seen the band. I've never had that cigar, but it looks like a KFC bucket of chicken.
Yeah, it does, yeah. And that was a great stick.
Really?
And I've had some other ones that just haven't hit my palate. They haven't been that great. So again, it goes back to doing your research a little bit. Half Wheel does a great job of listing all the cigars that were released every year. So you can always check that list. I kind of went through the list myself and started looking at things.
How many cigars were on that list?
I had to stop scrolling. I got to get these.
My phone died.
I need a charger. I need a laptop. I need something else. Yeah. So Saka does what he's been doing every year. He does the Red Meat Lovers, and that's for smoking out of Florida.
Right.
And that's paired with Red Meat Lovers Club, which is a club of a charitable organization where they do big, fat man dinners, all meat.
Yeah. I think, I don't know for certain, but I think Cardis is in that group.
Yeah.
He's a butcher out of New York.
Yeah. And so Saka hosted one of the Red Meat Lover dinners to raise money and loved it and made the Red Meat Lover cigar for them. So they do that as an annual release. It's limited, but you can get to it. You have to just pay attention, get on their Facebook group, get a little bit of, keep aware of what's going on in the market. He also does, and his newest one's coming out, it's called the U-Boat. And that's a special for a cigar shop in New York, on Long Island. So Saka's really developed
good relationships.
People that supported him early on and continue to support him, he develops them and then talks to them and they want to do a special cigar. Now, one of our favorites, the Tricky Traca, which
Tricky Dick,
started as that firecracker that I gave you. That was
really?
That was an exclusive for.
And let me tell you what, I love that stick. Yeah. That was really good. Yeah. And what impressed me about it, I don't remember the length, but it was like 4 inches, and I smoked that for like 45 minutes.
Yes.
It was a nice smoke. I was like, that'll be 20, 30 minutes. And
well, for us, yes, that's true.
Well, 45 minutes was good. You know what I mean? I was like, this little bitty firecracker and the flavor profile was just like all over the place, very complex.
And so that was exclusive for a shop called Two Guys, smoke shop in Vermont. We're going to do that as a regular release. So that'll be available, Rob, that you can get. But you won't have that. Remember the end had the tapered wrapper.
Tail, yeah.
Yeah, like a wick of a firecracker.
Right.
That was really great. But they won't do that anymore. But
and dude, the wrapper on that cigar was beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Multi colors in that brown family, but it had dark and light and just oily. And it almost looked like a different shades of brown camouflage. It was so many colors in that band. I mean, in the wrapper.
What he does is just phenomenal. Another one that's really interesting is, and I think I've given you a couple of these, Aganorsa Supreme Leaf.
Yes. The yellow round circle with the arm.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a great stick.
Now, what they're doing is they're doing different sizes every year. So the first size that I gave you was the Toro size.
Was that box press?
Box press.
Okay, I thought it was.
Yeah, and then they just, the last year was the Corona size, which you love, and I haven't given you one of those. Holding back
You're
on some of
holding
them.
back on it. All right, all right.
And then the current release is the Torpedo. Yeah, so that's an interesting concept where they release a different Vitola every year, and once it's done, it's done. Like
So once they go through,
they go through them, and so that's the other thing you want to think about too is it just another Vitola? And
right.
Sometimes,
But also, I will tell you that different Vitolas can give you a completely different ride. You know what I mean?
That's true. But I guess if it's a line extension, I wouldn't say that's a new limited release.
No. Yeah. So, yeah, it's not really limited because it's the same blend.
It's the same blend.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I misunderstood what you were saying. I thought you were like trying to be a dick.
I'm usually trying to be nice.
You always are nice. That's why I had to say that.
So then I want to talk about Caldwell, who does a ton of specialty releases.
Now, you know what? Okay. So are you counting the Lost and Found line as?
That's the Lost and Found line. Yeah, that's a big part of it.
So, because really that's not his cigars.
No.
You know what I mean? He goes all over and he finds these unique cigars that for one reason or another never made it to market, but he smokes a ton of them, and if they're amazing, then he decides to do it.
Yeah.
Which ones have you had?
No Free Lunch.
How was that one?
Dirty Money. They all are pretty good. They tend to be a little bit stronger. Tend to be a little more medium to medium full.
Which is unusual for a Caldwell cigar, because most of his sticks are more medium.
Because they're not Caldwell, you know.
Right.
But he has a unique flavor palette, so those are always interesting. And I would always suggest buying one and trying it before you jump on and grab
yeah.
a
If you
10
get a
pack.
chance to buy a single stick, because they're just random. I mean, you don't know what it's really going to be like. You know what I mean? Because they don't give you any breakdown of what it is on most of them, because it's just, they don't even know. I don't know.
It's got a funny wrapper, and it maybe have a label. It may not have a label. Who knows? Yeah.
I do love all of Caldwell's artwork for the Lost and Found series. He's knocking it out there.
Point on. And then Caldwell also did something really cool, and I think I've given you one of these over the years. The Pacific Standard, I gave it was a Gordo size.
Yeah.
And that was made just for he wanted to produce a cigar for the West Coast because the taxes were so high. He put a blend together that was reasonably priced and spread it all over the West Coast, which is really a cool concept, saying, hey, guys, I know you have a tax problem or a high tax issue out there. I want to make something special for you that you can be affordable and you can really enjoy. I still have probably almost a full box of those Gordos. I've been aging.
Wow.
And they're just getting better and better. So that's some of the unique...
I love how thoughtful Caldwell is.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when we interviewed him, he was really into helping the homeless. And just simple things. It was like, dude is so thoughtful about just being a good dude. You know what I mean? I mean, he didn't have any money to give a homeless dude, and or woman, and he was just like, hey, how's your day?
Yeah. And that's the heart, right? That's
right.
The heart coming out. That's
and then he's helping
character.
kids in high school age that are like addicted and homeless. And I mean, dude is a good dude.
Yeah. The other ones I want to mention are Cavalier does a limited edition every year. I gave you it today, and it's an amazing
Was that the Lancero?
stick. No, that's not the Lancero.
Oh, yeah, we already talked about that.
Yeah. So Cavalier, and so some companies will do a limited special edition every year or anniversary release, and those can be really great. And again, try if you don't want to buy a box, you're not sure, do your research. Coop's got it maybe on his website, or Half Wheel's got a review on their website. They usually get those things ahead of time. You can kind of get a good idea, but it goes back to a good producer produces a good cigar.
Right.
So generally you're going to be happy with whatever you get.
It's like if you look at the Buffalo Trace Distillery, they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
Whether you're buying their cheap stuff or the expensive stuff, they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? And that's the same way with a good cigar company.
What the hell is this? Is that habanero?
Yes.
Oh my God, this is delicious.
Is it?
Yes.
It's the only Lancero I got. It's the pre-release.
You're a son of a nice guy.
Hey, you got it.
I really appreciate this. This is a great draw, really unique, kind of like a meaty flavor right off the start. Now it's calmed down a little bit. The spice has gone down a little bit. This is lovely.
The ash on it looks badass.
Great.
Yeah.
Now you're going to make me a freaking Lancero guy because we got a couple we've been enjoying.
Well, I know you like Lanceros.
I know. I'm like you.
Are you?
I only have a couple that I like. The ones that
That's
don't go
hilarious.
out. Yeah,
I thought you loved Lanceros. And so that's why when we got the 3, I was like, that's going to go to Sean. He loves Lanceros.
Well, I appreciate you thinking about me, but I know you actually don't listen to what I say half the time, so that's great.
No. Here's what you have to realize is I don't listen to anyone.
I
mean, my wife can attest to that.
Peanut gallery. Come on, chime me in, guys. The
Hey,
peanut
can you pass that bottle over here, Ed? Hogging it up over there. Thank you, sir. I'm going to pour me another Eagle Rare single barrel.
Nice. So the next things I want to talk about is when you do something really unique, like we're going to smoke maybe later on. I got those Tatuaje Fausto Caballero. And that is the 3 cigars wrapped together.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's their blend. I think he put a little twist on it and put it in a very unique Vitola, not just like...
It's funny that you said twist.
Yeah, it's true, right? Yeah. So that's something where they're going way outside the box and doing something really unique, and that's called the Old Man on the Sea. And nice little set I got from Smokin' for $35. Get the Caballero, and then there's another Lancero in there. So
nice.
4 cigars for that's not too
that's
bad.
Not
it's
bad.
Reasonable. It's reasonable.
I mean, for a limited edition?
For a limited edition, a beautiful coffee that comes in. It's
now, have you ever smoked one of those?
I did. When I smoked one, I had bought 2 of those. And then another buddy of mine, James Luke and Bill Jr., my man from the Phoenix Lounge.
Nice.
He had his birthday party. One of his buddies pulled one of those out, and we had a great time enjoying those. And actually, for that curved stick,
how did it smoke?
Beautiful.
No way.
I know. That's the first thing I did. I was like, what? I can't believe it's like a crooked.
See, when I've seen those, I've always been like, there's no way that can smoke good. You know what I mean? Because it looks like a slide at a fun amusement park.
Exactly right. Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, there's no way that's going to burn well.
You remember those roller coasters that had that one little turn?
Yes.
It was just like that. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was like, there's no way it can burn.
No, it was beautiful. And
It burned pretty semi-even?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Tatuaje. But then it goes back to great producers produce great cigars.
You nailed it.
Yeah,
You nailed it.
Yeah.
So what else you got?
Let's see. Next thing I have is... Also, we talked about anniversary sticks a little bit. So some shops, again, Steve Saka, the famous smoke shop in... I don't know where they're located, but you've all gotten a magazine from them because they send them
famous.
famous
Yeah.
Yeah, real famous. And so he did an 80th anniversary cigar for them.
Really?
Again, so popular. He did 81st, 82nd, now we're on the 83rd.
Nice.
And I think I've given you one of those too.
That I don't recall.
Well,
You've given me a lot of sticks, Sean.
yeah, I try.
And you know what? You bring me really nice sticks that I can't get around here. And that's like the best Christmas gift. Like I can tell you right now, because you cook, you have great gifts, you have great taste in bourbon. If anything ever was unfortunately happened to my wife, me and you, baby. Me and you, baby. I mean, you're cooking, you got bourbon, you got smokes.
I'm a good housemaid. But that's it.
Oh, hey, that's all I need.
Yeah. So another one I think you've enjoyed it is Monte Cristo did their Epic release.
Oh, great stick.
Yes, great stick.
Now, is that a limited edition?
That's a limited edition also.
I
So-
did not know that. But yeah, they were fantastic.
Yeah. And then you have things like you'll have things like event-only cigars.
Okay.
And My Father's does a beautiful event-only cigar. Usually they're a short stick, 4 inches by probably 48 or 46.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Steve Saka does the Polpetta, which is the meatball. And that is a short filler, short stick, really quick little smoke, but great cigar. And then I'm trying to think of who else has. There's Pete Johnson does his pumpkin head or pumpkin smashed head or something that he does too, event only cigars. So you have those exclusive ones that are around if you're there for an event and have access to usually it's a deal, buy a box and get 5 pumpkin heads or, stuff like that.
Nice.
So those things are around too. They're not limited, but they're rare to find. The chubby,
because you have to go to one of the events.
One of the events to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's my review of limited cigars. First off, know your producer. Because if you don't know it, you have
We don't want an AVO situation.
Right, or Rocky Patel's kind of known for that too, releasing a different Vitola and saying it's limited edition. Which, again, I disagree with that term a little bit, but that's what they want to do, and the company, they do a great job.
They call it what it is.
They call it what it is, right? So know your producer. Don't invest heavily until you've had a stick or read the review. Check it out online. Like I said, Half Wheel, Cigar Coop. Those guys are doing those reviews as fast as they can get them in. They get those
Dude, and those dudes, Coop and Half Wheel, I mean, dude, if you're looking for cigar news, those dudes are always on it.
They're a great source.
Yeah, they really are.
Source. And then the next thing is, listen to your friends. Listen.
True.
Take advice from your trusted friends that you know their palate, they know your palate. Follow that advice too. So those are probably the biggest things I would say with limited release cigars. If you get your hands on Saka stuff, just go for it, man. Join the
every time.
Yeah, Saka's.
So just let me ask you this. So, like, when you know there's a limited edition, what is the percentage that you're going to try it? Across the board.
So if I have access to just one stick, 100% of the time.
100%.
100%. I'm just going to buy one.
So you're going to try it no matter what.
I'm going to try no matter what.
And have you found a lot of good sticks that way?
Yeah. But again, it goes back to I try it and then I look it up and I try to find out what it is and I go, that wasn't a good producer. That's why it wasn't a great stick. Sometimes I think in some companies they're just slapping a label on an old cigar that didn't sell well or maybe wasn't their big seller and they're trying to not fool you, but hey, we're re-releasing this as this, and it just doesn't work. If it didn't work the first time, it's not going to work the second time.
Right.
You got to be aware of those things.
And whenever a company puts limited edition on it, it makes you think that it's going to be special, not something that I could have already smoked. You know what I mean?
True.
Or at least that's my take on it. If it says limited edition, I should not have smoked it in a different Vitola.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like now, unless like the Aganorsa Leaf, it's a special edition and it's changing Vitolas every year.
And it's a limited production.
Right. So, I mean, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about when the everyday cigar is on the shelf and they do something to tweak it, but it's still the same cigar and they say it's a limited edition. Yeah. I feel like I'm getting lied to.
It becomes a Muppet or they do goofy label to it and you're like, what's going on here? This is too cute.
Right.
And cigar guys,
we're not cute.
We're not cute.
Yeah, we're manly.
We can be full once, but we're not usually full twice.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what else you been up to, man?
Well, I talked a little bit about James Lukenbill and the Phoenix Lounge. That group has really gotten solid. We've got about 12 to 15 regular members. We meet second Sunday of the month every month, and we're doing man stuff, boy.
Nice.
Cooking steaks. I'm grilling lamb. Last month we did deer sausage, and we had jalapeno cheddar, Italian spicy. I mean, bratwurst, the beer sausages, all kinds of man stuff.
You were living it up.
Oh, brother, you know it.
At a cigar lounge.
Well, and this is a guy's house.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're not out in the backyard fighting the mosquitoes.
Leather chairs.
Yes.
Marble end tables.
I've seen pictures. Yeah. It is amazing.
A Medify air filtration system in there. Yeah.
You know what's funny is somebody asked me recently, and I don't even remember who, but they were like, "Hey, what are you using for what'd you say that system is?" And I was like, Medify. And they were like, so what happened to them sponsoring you? And I was like, I was too small. And they were like, that's not very nice. And I was like, yeah, when I talked to them, they were selling 3,000 units a day. So, we're small. But just because they decide not to sponsor us, I still think it's the best system on the market. I've seen and been around the rabbits. They're not as good. That knocks it out. We got 5 people in here smoking right now.
It's beautiful.
And it's not, and I don't even have the exhaust fan on.
Wow. That's awesome. Yeah. We bought one. James actually has a unit in his house. He has the biggest unit he could buy for his attic. And when we got the 12, 15 guys in there, boy, it was like the London fog. You just kind of.
Yeah, 12 to 15 guys. There's 5 of us in here, and I think that's probably the limit right now. That system is going, uncle. So,
Yeah, so we've been doing that. We were planning the big DE 25th anniversary party. That was coming up. Drew Estate was doing their
25th. Oh, 25th. That's right. Because I know some guys that were coming down for that.
Yeah, they were doing it at South Fork Ranch, and that's right in our backyard. That was awesome. We had gotten 2 tables.
Oh.
We were going to get special Phoenix Lounge blue shirts for the event, and we were going to roll in there big time, big dog it all up. Honest Abe from Smoking was going to come in early just to smoke at our lounge, and Ronnie was going to come in early to smoke in the lounge. Yeah, we had other people hitting Jim up saying, "Hey, when can we come in early and smoke at the Phoenix Lounge?" We're going to turn in this little home lounge into something big. So it's been really cool.
So what's the guy's name that owns it?
James Luke and Bill Jr.
So what kind of dude is James?
James is, you can tell, he can pull up a shirt, Cigars for life, right across his belt.
No way. No way. Wow.
He's full of cigar tattoos.
That's a dude I got to meet.
Oh, dude. And he is salt of the earth, man.
Well, yeah, if you have Cigars for life tattooed across your gut, hell yeah.
He is a gem of a man from Iowa and Midwestern values, and welcomes us into his home once a month and just creates an atmosphere of conversation. Even when they're football season, we put the football on, but just muted.
Right.
Because the point is
conversation.
Conversation.
The TV is just look over, see the score, get right back to the good stuff.
Yeah. And creating that environment. And I think he started with not knowing what it was going to turn into. And me and another guy, Mark Hoops, were kind of his captains. We kind of rally the troops for every Sunday, every big event, every month. Organize what we're bringing, what we're doing, what's going on, and just really creating something special, And so that camaraderie, that brotherhood, it just is unparalleled. And that's what the cigar community really does. It creates those moments. Dude, that's his bag, bro. That's his bag, bro. I heard the bag, bro. So Brian, I'm sorry. You need to come get your cigars now, bro. Right in front of us on camera.
I was just like, I just want one.
On camera.
You saw which one it was?
Yes, on camera. On camera, bro.
That's a big boy.
Oh, my God. Robbery. Right? Daylight.
It was like,
daylight robbery.
You know what? The best trick that's ever been played is for the devil to convince you that he never existed. So, well, hey, man, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, dude. We love it when you come, and we love coming up there to meet you whenever we're in that area, too.
Yeah, I got to get you and Brian to the Phoenix Lounge, brothers.
Dude, I was going to say we should do a show there.
He's got Guinness on tap, man, with nitrous all set up. I know you're not a beer guy, but
I can drink 2.
One beautiful Guinness with the pairs really well with
okay.
the dark Maduro cigar. Oh.
1 is probably better, but 2 is my max. Because if I drink 2, I'm just like...
Yeah, no, just one and you'll be good.
Okay.
And he's got a beautiful 70 square foot walk-in humidor, and he's got it merchandised.
Wow.
So it's on beautiful shelves, yeah. And his collection is unparalleled. I mean, you think I have... No, I'm scratching the surface.
Wow.
Scratching the surface, brother. And he is a sharing, caring guy. He pulled out a Room 101 master collection that hasn't been produced in like 10 years. We smoked it the other night. Oh, like silk. Like silk.
I'll tell you what's like silk. And that's this Eagle Rare single barrel. Holy shit.
And this is why I wanted you to open it while I'm here.
Wow.
Because if I didn't, it would be long
well, I
gone.
told him, you know what's funny is when you gave this to me, I thought this might be something that I'm just not going to drink. But see, you know me. And you know that's going to last for maybe 4 days.
No.
One day. On Sean's way home, I'm like, fuck it.
No, that's not true. You don't drink every day. So it might have been 4 days.
Right.
But it would have been 1 day of you drinking before you got to it.
Oh, yeah. It's like, And the next one I got to try is the one Ed brought, which is the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. But, that's 127.
Ed, stepping it up over there. We appreciate Ed.
Ed is a gem. He always shows up when he comes back from the land of Oz, wherever it is that he goes, and he always shows up with a bottle that's like, whoa!
Dude, this Lancero's not even gone out. I haven't had to relight it at all. How
Dude, look
beautiful
at
is
that. And look how pretty that wrapper is.
It's beautiful.
Dude, habanero cigars, if you haven't checked them out, I'm going to tell you right now, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put it in the show notes so you can go look at them. Because, dude, and they've got a lot of different cigars. And I was talking to Yanko a couple of days ago. And, like, he's doing some really, like, intricate. Am I saying that right? Intricate.
As close as you can with
with
the rare Eagle single barrel. Yeah.
Labuckian comes through again. So anyway, he's doing some really fine, thin wrappers because he wants you to experience more of the blend and not get focused on just the wrapper.
Oh, which is a total left turn for the entire industry.
Right.
Whoa.
Right.
Whoa. Mind blown.
Dude,
Whoa.
He was telling me that, and I was like, that's the opposite of everything I know.
I love that, man. That's an innovator right there. Your interview with him was fantastic, by the way.
Well, you know what? Since he came on board as a sponsor, I told him I want to have him back on the show, and let's talk about some of the cigars. Because I haven't smoked them all, but the ones I've smoked, dude, I'm like home run, grand slam on all of them.
What's his name again?
Yanko.
Hey, Yanko, this is a special message for you. When you send cigars to Rob, you label 2 bags, one for Rob and one for Brian.
Thank you.
Then you send Brian a message on Instagram with a printed inventory list. And then on top of that, you put on the bag, Rob, this is not for you. Do not touch. Rob, this is not yours. Keep it moving, son. Don't look in here. These don't belong to you.
Let me tell you right now what I told before you got here. I announced to Bryant that Habanero was coming on board with us. And I told him he was going to send us some samplers. And I'm going to definitely give Bryant some. But you are also on the list, brother.
Well, I know, because what the hell is this? So,
Dude, that is a good-looking cigar.
Dude, I am loving this. And again, not a Lancero fan.
Right.
And he's got the ring gauge right. It doesn't go out. I'm yakking away over here, and it's still burning beautifully.
And the burn is like I would say stack of dimes, but it's too small. It's like a stack of Canadian nickels.
You know what Steve Saka calls this?
What's that?
Calls this the piss test. When he makes his cigars and he's doing his test blends, he'll stop at the gas station, have that cigar lit up, smoking it, put the gas pump in, put the cigar down on the bumper, go into the gas station, take a piss, get a little snack or something, come back out, and if the cigar's still lit, he knows
boom.
It's a boom. Yeah.
Dude, I do the exact same thing almost. Like my wife would be like, I need something. I'm out here in the studio. So I carry my cigar with me to the house. I set it on the windowsill. I go in, find out what my wife needs, take care of it, and then usually go piss, and then I go back out to the shed, and when I come back out, if the cigar's still going, I'm like, boom, that's a cigar.
That's what we're talking about, yeah.
Right.
And for this length and this size, this is amazing. So I'm going to order here in about 10 minutes.
Well, I'm telling you, dude, I have, and I tell people this, because we went through a period when we didn't chase the person to be a sponsor. We let them come to us. And we were new. We were desperate. We were looking for somebody to give us something, And this company gave us 8 boxes of cigars. I smoked 3. I gave the 3 sticks, not 3 boxes, 3 sticks. And then I gave the rest of it to Bryant. And then Bryant gave them away.
Yeah, that's the early days, right?
Yes.
I'm so glad I was not a Patreon member at that time.
We didn't even have Patreons at that time.
Sometimes you get lucky, right, Brian? Sometimes you get lucky.
We didn't have Patreons at that time. So the funny thing is, though, it was like that was our lesson. You know what I mean? It was like, hey, dumbass, 8 boxes of cigars aren't worth shit if you don't like them. And there may be somebody out there that likes them.
Yeah.
Nobody that I would know. It's kind of like 13 arrows.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob.
So just a little quick story for you guys. Sean shows up to the lounge this morning. He's got Eagle Rare single barrel. He's got Elmer T. He's got the Wild Turkey.
Kentucky Spirit. Old Forester.
150 million proof.
Yeah.
And
it's true.
I tell Jay, I'm like, hey, pour him some of that 13 arrows. And he's looking at me like, I don't want to try that. And I'm like, no. You got to at least have a sip, because when I do something that makes me like sick, I want everybody to experience that.
It's that same guy. Here, smell this.
Right.
Here, this tastes awful. Try it.
Hey, it's like on the end of my finger. Hey, smell that.
Come closer. No.
So, but
that's how you show your love, Rob. I know that.
I want you to know what I feel.
Yeah, we all know what you feel. Please, you don't have to be so
transparent. Forthcoming. Okay, forthcoming.
Using all my words tonight.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
But
you know what's one I save in my back pocket? Plethora. That's my special word, because when you throw that word out there, they don't even know you're from Lubbock. You know what I mean? They're like, plethora?
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
At least in Texas. It's probably not an impressive word up in New York, but down here when you say plethora, people are impressed.
Oh, yeah. Lubbuckians are.
Boom.
Ooh.
Hey, man, thanks for coming on.
My pleasure.
We love having you. You're welcome anytime.
Thank you.
Don't make it so long this next time.
I'm in the medical field. I wasn't dealing with COVID myself, but I was cleaning up quick COVID sites, and so I thought, you know what? If I kill Rob, Bryant will have a great show.
Wow.
This will give you
let me tell you what would happen if I died. Bryant don't know how to do none of that shit. He couldn't record. He couldn't download.
So Brian's a homework from now on. Just pay attention and open the eyes up a little bit. Putting the glasses off. No, I would say, Rob, this has been the most fun, and just coming here, and I'll tell you what, the 10 o'clock Saturday morning with the guys, I walked in and Big Larry's opened the door for me and just a big old smile, and you think, man, I have not known these guys my whole life, but I feel like I've known them my whole life.
And that is when you know the cigar community is the best community there is.
I agree. And if you get a chance, Rob mentioned, follow me, Sean Cigar Life.
Sean Cigar Life on Instagram. Sean's. There's no apostrophe, though.
No apostrophe, no.
So, yeah. Go follow him. I mean, dude posts badass shit. So, if you don't follow him, don't ever listen to this show again. No, I'm just kidding.
And I'm probably going to do a cool contest coming up where I'm going to give away a box of Saka stuff, or maybe some of the limited rare release stuff that I have. So I'm going to put that together probably the next month or so. And
dude, when you get ready to do that, let us know, and we'll tell everybody how they can get involved and have a chance.
And Rob, you'll have a chance to enter. You're not an employee of the Sean Cigar Corporation, so you will have.
I can tell you right now, if he pulls my name out of the hat, he's like, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
I've already given enough cigars.
Right.
Somebody else is.
I won't enter. I will not enter, but I will point people in that direction, because I know, dude, everything that you do, and so you're on our Discord server. And you see the shenanigans. Have you ever noticed, though, I don't fuck with you?
No. And I appreciate that because I don't think I could take it.
Because you are like this saint of a guy, and I feel like I can't. You have like this aura around you that like my sword just ching bounces off of. You know what I mean?
And folks, that's because I give him a lot of cigars and a lot of booze. So listen up, all
I can
you
be bought.
Patreon Discord members. Send him cigars. He feels bad.
Hey,
then.
I don't mess with Zika either.
It catches his heart, and he goes, "Damn it!
I love that guy.
I really burned that guy, but not today."
And you know what I love about both you and Zika? Y'all both smoke a lot of different cigars, a lot of good cigars. And you both cook badass shit.
We do.
Dude, have you seen his pictures?
Yeah, he's got a great site too. Yeah. So, and hey, we got maybe the Patreon get together coming up in the future. So
we want to do that in early May next year. We want to do that in early May, and there's only going to be room for 10 spots other than me and Brian.
Very limited.
Very limited, but I can tell you what, man, it's going to be 4 days of just
steaks,
relaxation, and a journey that you will never forget, cigar-wise and food-wise and bourbon-wise.
Yeah, I've got a couple bottles
because we're going to do one price, and you're going to get your room and board, you're going to get meals, you're going to get cigars, you're going to get bourbon.
And a little shout out to my friend Hirsch's Meat Market in Plano.
Oh, nice.
He's my buddy. He hooks me up.
Dude, you get some badass stuff from over there.
Man.
Those brine pork chops were the best pork chops I've ever had. And how long ago was that? Like 8 months ago?
8 months ago.
And I can tell you that's, wow.
Actually, I was going to bring you a case, but he's currently out because of COVID and the processing plants are having trouble doing meats. I don't know if you know
do the
about
pigs get COVID?
No, but the damn people who cut the meats do. So,
Got you.
So he's been having a struggle to get to them, but his shop in Plano, if you're ever in Plano, that's the place to go. Get any meats anywhere.
So can he pack it up to where I can make the drive home?
Yeah, he can do that. He's got ice. He's got those ice packs for you, all ready to go. No problem.
Nice. Well, I will definitely go by there next time I'm up there, and I want to come up there and visit the shop.
Oh yeah, do you mind if I talk about them?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Mr. Kurt, he owns Eldorado Fine Cigars. He has 2 locations, one in McKinney and one in Rockwall. And Rockwall has become my home shop, man. Kurt put together a beautiful cigar lounge. He bought an old house that was an event site. So when you walk in there, beautiful wooden floors. It's a real home feeling. The floors creak. You know, the doors kind of hard to close. With a beautiful porch laid out. Oh, Brian, the porch is phenomenal. And he has created an atmosphere where it's all family. When I walk in there, everybody's saying, hello, hey, what's going on? They're making fun of me because I'm carrying my bag of bourbon. You know, it's so home feeling. I've made, buddy. So I've made lifelong friends just like here with you guys in just another short period of time. You know, they do a Whiskey Wednesdays where everybody puts the bottle on the counter and you can go and try all different whiskeys. And, you know, it could be Eagle Rare on the counter. It could be a local bourbon that you haven't had before.
Hopefully it's not 13 Arrows.
Not 13. I'm not buying a bottle of 13 Arrows for that because that would be the last
You
time.
might want to pass on the word.
They wouldn't let me back in. You know, they'd say, no, that doesn't work out. And he's created an atmosphere. He's got not as big a humor as Jay's, but nobody does. I don't think. But he has put a good collection of.
And you know what?
cigars.
The place is beautiful. Dude, I really only remember seeing the outside pictures, but I was like, I could sit out on those front porches and smoke. Do people do that?
Oh, that's all they do. Yeah, for sure.
Because those porches.
Oh yeah, it's got a little tiny front porch with a couple rocking chairs.
Yes,
beautiful.
Yes, that's what I saw.
And then a huge back porch, and with 20 seating for 20 out there, and then a huge grassy area with picnic tables and cornhole. And he's done shrimp boils, and he's done hot dog hamburger nights, and he's done ladies' night too. He's got that shop is
dude. I think all shops should do at least one ladies' night only, no men, one night a month.
So what happens is what he does is cool. He has a members only lounge, and the ladies take over the members only lounge.
So no women in there.
No men.
That's what
me, because I did a wine tasting for them, and so they let me in. You can get in if you got a bottle of wine in front of you. And you know what? Those ladies smoke great sticks, man. It's not just infused flavored cigars, which are good too, but they are going big time,
dude.
They're going big time.
When I talked to Anastasia in Greece, she's smoking great sticks. And I'm just like that. And, I talked to Ash last week, and she was talking about how the women in cigar scene is like really growing. And she's only 29, I think. Yeah. And I was like, you are getting into cigars at the perfect time for women, because it is exploding. And I mean, all you have to do is go on Instagram, go to your local lounges. More and more women are coming in to smoke.
And you know what? They found out how great it is.
Right.
That's what happened. Unfortunately, we're going to lose our lounges because they found out how great
Damn women.
There'll be drapes up. There'll be, little knickknacks on the tables. But you know what? It's all good in the hood, man. It's all good, And the Cigar Madam, she's really great. I talked to her on Instagram a little bit. She just came back on Instagram.
Are you talking about Coco?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, she's
awesome.
She's a gem in the cigar industry for women.
And which is really nice, she responds to a lot of Instagram messages. Like, I post a lot. I love Sade, and she does too. So we talk going back and forth on that. And that's a connection points that you just can't get anywhere else. You can't walk into a bar and say, you don't have that singular moment. You don't have that, what the heck's going on here?
It's somebody's stereo. I'm fixing to have to
call the cops.
Flood them out.
Call Miss B. It's not us. It's not
he
us.
says, call the police. I'm like, no, turn it up.
Call Miss B. It's not us.
Let me tell you something. About 5 or 4 years ago, there was these two dudes sitting out on their truck bed, and they had a system in their truck, and they were bumping. And I didn't like it. So I came back here. I opened both of the shed doors, and I blasted their ass until they packed up and left. I was like, I don't want to hear that shit. How about we play Pony?
Fighting fire with fire, folks?
Exactly.
That's how we do it here in Lubbock, Texas.
Yes.
Abilene, Lubbock, Texas. West Texas, we don't mess around. No. So,
dude, that is nice.
Well,
that Fausto from Tatawahi,
we got to do those. Maybe we do the Calibras tomorrow. Whatever we'll do them sometime. We got to do them. That's going to be something nice. So,
well, I didn't have a cigar for almost our whole segment because I thought you were going to whip it out, but I see you were just like enjoying that stick. So I was like, I'll just wait. And then I was like, you know what? I can't wait. I can't wait no more.
Well, you know what? I want to make sure Brian's involved first because, if not, you'll smoke one. And then you'll smoke the other one, and then you'll smoke the third one.
I'll be like, hey,
yours,
when
Sean? I didn't realize.
When
Again,
I smoked
your cigar.
When I smoked the second one, then Brian's like, hey, are we going to smoke those cigars? I'm like, no, because if there's not two left, I might as well smoke the other one.
Oh, I know.
I have this special rationing ability. Rationalizing ability.
The Eagle Rare is the Eagle has
flying
landed,
high.
The Eagle has
flying high.
Landed. Yeah. So I appreciate you, Rob. I really do.
Hey, man, it's always great to hang out with you. I mean, and I love the fact that we met online, and then I came out. We drank and smoked cigars at a hotel patio, and then you came and hung out with us during the show at Enfuegos in McKinney.
Yep.
And then you came down here and we had a blast. You cooked steaks that were dry aged.
Yep.
Then you came back and brought brined pork chops, the thickest pork chops I've ever seen. He brought some badass wine, and I don't even like wine, but I can say it was good.
It was good.
I still don't like wine, and like even though I thought it was good, I wouldn't drink a second glass. You know what I mean? Because that's just not my palate.
I understand that.
But when I drink it, I was like, wow, this doesn't suck. because usually that's what I say when I drink wine.
I guess that's a compliment.
That is a compliment.
I feel like I got backhanded, but yes.
But
okay.
the pork chops lit it up.
Yeah.
I mean, you are an amazing cook.
Well, let me speak to listeners real quick, too. I want to mention, too, join the Patreon, because the benefits that you get from that, not only the access of your producer level, you get to be on the producer meetings once a month.
You know, we're having one Tuesday.
We're having one Tuesday. I'll be driving, but I'll be online.
Thank you. Thank you.
But the extra benefits are just, they're just so over the top that you're like, it's like Macaulay. You know how Macaulay does it? Rob does the same thing for his Patreon producers. So.
You know what? I just think you treat people the way you want to be treated. And you know what? I do have to give an apology because I'm not the best shipper. Everybody knows I'm not the best shipper. I ship about once every 3 to 4 months, and I do it all on one day because I hate going to the post office. For some reason, I feel like when I go to the post office, someone's going to recognize me on one of those sheets.
That's true.
And they're going to lock my ass up.
Old Warren
So I got to get in there and get out. But no, thank you guys for being Patreons. You know, what you do to support the show means a lot to me. And the relationships that I have with most of those guys, wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
another, you like I said, with Kurt's Lounge at El Dorado Fine Cigars, you've created the same thing in Discord. And if you're a Patreon, you just get a little more access to a little more fun. And,
yeah,
and
a little
you get
more
a hell of a after show, which is great. And this one's going to be off the hook because I'm about to pull about 9 bottles out of the bag.
We're fixing to have a tasting test.
Here's what's going to happen. Either it's going to be great and you're going to see it, or it's going to be so great you're not going to see it.
Hey, we've recorded a show before and not recorded this show.
Yeah. Larry, make sure it's on record. Larry.
It wasn't Larry. I was like, the light's not on the board. After we've been recording for like an hour and a half.
Great show, too.
Well,
and we always say those are the best shows.
Those are the best shows.
You know why? Because you know how fucked up you are if you don't know you're not recording.
Well, we're doing a Saturday night, so it's going to be off the hook.
You know what? That's my favorite day to do a show, and I'm so glad you're here with us.
Well, thank you, man.
Hey, we're gonna have you come back on the
after show,
Light 'em Up Crew show.
Beautiful.
That's the after
Light 'em
show.
Up Crew, yeah, Light 'em Up. That, by the way, killer name.
Thank you. That was Miss B. That was Miss B. She came up with that, and everybody was on board. The only thing she didn't know is we were going to spell the crew like Motley Crue.
Which is your little take on
That's
it.
my little twist.
You killed it, brother.
You know? So.
When Miss B talks, you need to listen.
Oh, everybody knows that except for me.
Well, you listen. It just takes a little minute or so.
Sometimes I got to be slapped around like a little bitch.
No, she would never do that. She does.
So, anyway, man, thanks for coming, and we will talk to you again on the after show. And have a great night, man. I hope you enjoy being here.
My pleasure, man.
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon. Hey, guys, hope you enjoyed having Sean O'Connor on the show. And I'm serious. If you have an Instagram account, you need to follow.
Oh my God! I don't have to say anything. I don't have to say anything.
Eagle Rare.
No, bro. That's just you.
Hey, you need to follow.
Okay.
Sean O'Connor, which is Sean's Cigar Life.
With the S.
Sean's Cigar Life.
Yes, sir.
He does great stuff. In fact, I wish he would quit doing his shit and just do our shit.
Hey.
Wink, wink.
Wink. Yeah. Yeah.
But no, he does a great job, and it's a blessing and just a pleasure to hang out with the guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean,
his knowledge.
Here's the thing about Sean.
His knowledge.
Is he's such a good dude that there's a like sliver part of me that feels bad about like when he's around because of how I am.
He say when the angel comes, the demon's like, damn.
Right.
I need to leave.
It's like this dude flies away.
Yeah. He's not listening to me now.
But no, we love Sean visiting.
Oh, man.
We love lots of people visiting.
Yeah.
There's a few we don't. Don't get too carried away.
Names will not be noticed.
Well, pay attention on the after show.
Oh my God.
Anyway, guys, we want to talk a minute about we are doing a weekly.
He is killing these words.
A weekly pro football pick'em.
Yeah.
All you have to do is pick who you think is going to win, rank in the order that you think you're going to be right.
Correct.
And at the end of the season, we're going to give away a badass Case Elegance humidor, and we're gonna put sticks in it too.
We got to come together and put some sticks in.
We got to put sticks in it. So if you haven't signed up yet, look down the show notes and you'll see Pro Pick'em Weekly whatever, and you click on that, and you can sign up. It's free.
Yes, sir.
If you don't win, we're gonna make fun of you. But if you do win. And then we're going to do the top 4 spots, but the first place is going to get something just badass.
Yes, sir.
And I think it's going to be fun to see how well people think they know.
For those people that drink the Kool-Aid and keep picking the Cowboys every week.
Oh, dude, week 1 against Tampa Bay? No, thank you. No, thank you.
You're going to go against the Cowboys?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I want to win. I can't. Wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. I cannot win the prize, but if I'm number 1 and you're not you, but somebody else is number 2,
then they become number 1.
Then they get the prize. Yeah. But I'm going to try to beat everybody because I'm competitive like that.
We know. You're just not competitive.
I am going to stomp a hole in like a mud hole in your ass.
You're just not competitive in the vocabulary.
If we had a vernacular competition.
He said that one perfect. Yes. Gotta give it to him.
Thank you.
Hey, the night is done, baby. The night is done.
Hey, drop the mic.
Yes, sir.
Boom. Anyway,
how long did you think to get that one right?
It just came to me. It was like a poltergeist.
It was the angel on the left shoulder, not the demon on the right.
I heard vernacular.
Just say it like that. No, vernacular.
So, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the show this week.
Yes,
and we would love to talk to you on the Discord. That'll be in the server as well, or the show notes. And we'd love to join you or have you join us. We do HERFs on a regular basis. I do.
All the time.
And so we would just like to hang out with you and build a community that, what we care about each other.
Most definitely.
And so for all our Patreons, thank you. We're going to get ready to do a after show. So we'll be right back for you guys. And for everybody else, hope you enjoyed the show. Until next time.
Keep smoking.
Boom.